Alright, let's do a silly prediction video on the NASCAR playoffs for 2022. Okay, so I normally don't talk about NASCAR on this channel. I have played a couple of games and I do watch the races regularly. So I figured we'll just do a little fun prediction. I might, maybe I'll do like little updates, or maybe do like follow-up videos after each round. So for those if I can talk, for the for those who don't know, NASCAR has 36 races in total. The first 26 races are the playoff season, and the only way to get into the playoffs is by having a win and or being in the top 16 in points. And every driver in this playoff, except for one driver, has a win, at least one win. There are actually 16 winners in this season, but one of them dropped out due to health issues, and I hope he recovers. He's been having issues for, I want to say, 2 months now. Whenever the Pocono race was. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's Kurt Busch. Yeah, he suffered a concussion after I forgot what it was, either qualifying or practice. I think it was qualifying, but he wrecked and hasn't been feeling well, and hopefully he feels well. But yeah, like I said, I figured I'd do a silly prediction. This is on Tier Maker. This is already pre-made. I wish it was actually the driver's numbers instead of their portrait, because some of them I actually had to look up and I couldn't remember. Some of them I could guess by their sponsor, like I know this was Alex Bowman because of Ally, otherwise I would not have known. And yeah, let's get this started off. Let's start with let me talk about the playoffs. So the playoffs are 10 races, and every 3 races, the bottom four in the points of the top 16 get eliminated. So it goes to 16 to 12, 12 to 8, and 8 to 4. And for the last race, there's only going to be 4 drivers that can compete for the champion, and obviously the winner or whoever places ahead of the other 3 is going to be the champion. So yeah. Let's start with, let's start with our recent winner, Austin Dillon. Okay, I want to start with eliminated in round of 16. I am going to put Austin Dillon there. He has not been running well. I'm just going to be mean right off the back. He's not running well. I don't see him making it far. If he does make it far, I can see him making it to round of 12, but then still getting eliminated. I don't see him making it to top 8 or 4. I definitely don't see him winning a champion. I'm not much. Okay, I don't like Hendrick. I don't like Hendrick Motorsports. I've never been a fan of the team, and I will say that while they do have some good drivers, Alex Bowman is not one of them. I do see him being eliminated in the round of 16, maybe the round of 12, but he has not been having a good. I don't think he's been running well. He has the one win, obviously, but I don't think he's been running well enough to compete. Same with his teammate, William Byron. He has the 1 win, maybe 2. I don't remember. I think I don't remember. But yeah, he's not been running well. Same with his teammate Alex Bowman, this guy right here. But yeah, they just not been running well. And this is actually tough. He did win the opener. He did win the Daytona 500, the first race of the season. He is a rookie. He's had some good races, but I don't think he's been running consistently well enough to be a threat. I do see him being eliminated early. Maybe in the round of 12, but at least I think he's going to be eliminated in round 16. Alright. And next up, round of 12. I'm just going to say Ross Chastain. I think he's a good driver. I don't think he's a good racer. That makes... Maybe it's the other way around. Like, he can go. He can go fast. He can win races. He cannot race with other drivers. He just... I don't know if it's like lack of experience or whatever, but I also think he's made enough enemies where they're probably not going to let him make it far in the playoffs. So I do see him eliminated. I do see him making it to round of 12, but I don't see him making it to round of 8. His teammate, however, Daniel Suarez, I think he's been okay, but I don't think he's been good enough. I don't think he's going to be much of a threat. Unlike his teammate, he has not made enemies, but I don't think he's going to be a threat. I do like Daniel, but I don't see him making it to a round of 8. If he does make it to round of 8, I don't see him making it to the final 4. This is where it gets a little bit hard. Chase Briscoe. I think he has the one win in Phoenix. I don't remember if he has another win. I know he almost won, or I know he was competing for the win at the Bristol Dirt, and I want to say Darlington, but I'm not sure that's right. There's another race where he was trying to race for the lead, but he wrecked himself, basically. But he hasn't really shown much speed other than that. Like, I don't know if he's really going to be a threat. I think if he doesn't he might get eliminated in the round of 16, but if I could see him maybe making it to the round of 12, but then just not making it beyond that. And I don't know who to put the last driver in. It's going to be a toss-up between, for me, it's going to be a toss-up between Bell and, here we'll go and put both of them up there. Bell and Blaney. Bell does have the one win, and he has been running well lately. I could see Bell actually being in the round of 8, but I don't see Bell going to the final 4. The other driver, Ryan Blaney, he does not have a win. I do think he's a good driver. He's been running consistently well. I think he finished, I want to say he finished 6th or 7th in points, not counting the playoffs. But yeah, he ran well enough to stay. He ran well to at least be in the top, in the normal season points, and managed to get in through points. However, if Kurt Busch actually stayed in to run for this championship, Blaney would be out. But since Kurt Busch is out, Blaney won through points, and here he is. But like I said, I think he's been running well. I don't know if he's going to be running well enough to compete for the championship. Like I said, it could go either way with these two for me. I would not be surprised if Blaney made it to 8 and Bell made it to 12. I would not be surprised if both of them made it to 8. But yeah, I don't know. Like, this is a hard one for me. I'm going to say Kyle Larson. He is the last year's champion. He has not been the dominant driver he was last year. It is a new car. He only has 2 wins. I don't know. He hasn't really been. He's kind of like his teammates down here. He hasn't really had the momentum. He's been I think he's been running better than those two at least, Byron and Bowman. But I don't know if he's actually a championship contender. Like, I don't know if he's a threat. I can see him being in the final four, but I actually don't see him winning. But I think he'll be limited in the round of 8. As much as I like Tyler Reddick, I actually do want to see him. I do want to see Tyler Reddick in the final four. I want to see him win a championship. Will he? I don't know. He does have 2 wins, but they're both on road courses. I think he is good enough to win on an oval. I would like to see him win on an oval. I just don't know if he's going to be. I don't know if he's going to be there for the final four. Like, he's been running well, but he's had bad luck or made too many mistakes. And the mistakes are costly. But he is learning. He's only been in Cup for, I want to say 3 years now. It's 3, maybe 4. I think it's 3 years. And yeah, I would not be surprised if he made it to the final four. I would not be surprised if he actually did win, but I see him being eliminated in the round of 8. I also like Kyle Busch. Excuse me. I like Kyle Busch. I don't think he's been the dominant driver. I don't want to say he's not been as good as a driver as he has been. I don't know if it's the combination. It's probably, I don't know. It could be the new car. It could be because he's stressed out for the sponsorship, because M&M's is leaving NASCAR, and that was his sponsorship for 15 years, and they've been struggling to find a sponsorship for him, which I think is insane, but that's a topic I'm not gonna go down. But yeah, I think just all that is kind of like messing with him. He does have 1 win, but it was because of the leaders wrecking on the final turn, and he was able to pass both of them for the win. He's capable of winning, but I don't know. I think just there's too many things going on for him to I think make it to the 4. He can make it to the 4. I would not be surprised if he made it to the 4, but I would not be surprised if he's eliminated in the round of 8. And obviously, with only 4 guys left, got these 4. Whoop, you go back there. Chase Elliott. Like I said, I'm not a Hendrick fan. I'm not a Chase Elliott fan. He does have 4 wins. 1 was because of a winner of another race getting disqualified. This driver right here. So he technically only has 3 wins, but officially has 4 wins because of that disqualification. He has been running well. He does have momentum on his side. He was the points leader going into the playoff, and is going to be the points leader in the playoffs. So I think he has 15 points over second place, and I want to say that's Joey Logano, this guy here. I could be wrong, but I think it's Logano. But yeah, I think Chase will make it to the round of 4. If he doesn't, I'd be surprised. Denny Hamlin, I'm gonna be honest. He is my driver. I do want him to get a championship. He does not have a champion. And I would like to see him win. He did not have a great start, but he did manage to get, like I said, 3 wins, but 1 was taken away because he was disqualified. And I'm not going to get into that argument or that topic. But yeah, I can see him making it to the round of 4. Joey Logano, I'm not a fan of Joey Logano. I think he is a good driver. He is an aggressive driver. I don't like his aggression. I don't like his reasoning for wrecking some people. Like, I don't know. Like, he wrecked Byron on at Darlington earlier this season, and I did not agree with that. But I don't know. I'm just not a Joey Logano fan. I do think he's good enough to make it to the round of 4. If any, I could see it being limited to the round of 8, but I do see him making it to the round of 4. And Kevin Harvick, I'm also not a Kevin. I hate everyone except for Denny Hamlin, apparently. So yeah, Kevin Harvick, this last guy here, he's been running okay, but then he's got 2 wins recently. I want to say 2 in the last 4. Right? It was Watkins Glen. No, it's not Watkins Glen. It was Richmond and Michigan. Yeah, 2 of the last 4. And he won them back to back, so he does have momentum on his side. He is a good enough driver. I can see him make it to the top 4. I could actually see him being eliminated in the round of 8. But yeah, I can see him make it to the top 4. And of course, since I'm very biased and I want my driver to win, I could see Denny Hamlin win. Honestly, I could see any. I can see 6 of the top 8 drivers winning the championship. That's 7. Yeah, 7 of the top 8. The only one I don't think I can see making it to or winning the championship is Bell, just because he's, I hate to say inexperienced, because, but I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to be nice. Any of the top 8 can win the championship. Or, from my prediction. Obviously, any of the 16 could win it, but I think only the top 8 would have a real shot. And I think Bell would be the one with the least expected. I don't know. I don't see Bell winning. He could win. I don't see it happening. But yeah, like I said, this was just a fun little prediction video. I talked longer than I thought. But yeah, I thought I'd just do a silly prediction video on the NASCAR playoffs of 2022. It's been a crazy season. It's probably going to be a crazy playoffs. Would not be surprised if I'm wrong with everything. But yeah. I think after every elimination round, I might come back to this and say, hey, I was right. I was wrong. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. I will see you guys in the next grind.